Hello, this is Bob with AskARoofer.com. Today we have a question from Scott. He asks about his moisture in his ceiling and in his walls in the wintertime. About 2 years ago, he got a brand new roof, and after living in his home over 25 years, he never had any issues like this. Puzzling. Why is he getting moisture in his ceiling? Well, he lives in the Midwest, and they do have snow and that sets up on the roof for a good many months of the year. The first thing that I would think of is we need to find out, as these icicles and ice occurs in the middle of winter, what is happening. We've got this example of a picture on the Ask a Roofer website. We go to this little area over here and type in ice dams, and it'll bring up this page for you. But anyway, we've got a drawing that I drew. It's an example of an attic. This is the pink stuff here is your insulation. The red arrows are heat. This is snow. This is water or ice. And what happens is you warm your house in the winter with the fireplace or your HVAC or however you heat your home. The heat wants to rise, and it can actually go through the ceiling and insulation and enter this cavity or the attic cavity. As this heats, it can melt the snow from the roof. Then the water wants to run down the hill, or down your roof, and once it gets to this point, it's outside air. It freezes again, causing these icicles. Well, these icicles are a sign of a problem. So what happens is you need to get this hot air to stay down here. That means better insulation. Consult your building department for the proper amount of insulation you should have. The area that I live in, R38, is about where we want to be. That's about 15 inches. But the problem that happens is where this framing member, called the rafter, that holds your roof up, meets this wall and the joists of the ceilings, this area becomes very, very limited, and you can't get insulation 15 inches here. In fact, it comes down to zero. So heat will come and escape out this area typically, and then enter in here, creating this heat to melt the snow. As it melts the snow, it runs downhill, causes this icicle, as we've already discussed. So how do we stop this problem? Well, the best way to stop this problem is to have proper attic ventilation. Ventilation, a lot of people think, is used for the summer heat and to keep the cooler air entering your attic so you don't have to use air conditioner. But right here, the National Roofing Contractors Association also advises that the balanced ventilation be used to in the wintertime to create air movement, so moisture and condensation from heat meeting cold doesn't occur, or the heat melting the snow doesn't occur. So you need to take a look at your eave here to see if you've got intake ventilation and find out what kind of exhaust ventilation you have at the top of your roof. It could be a dormer vent, it could be ridge vent, and you need to consult a roofer or some type of building professional that can calculate this for you. Or you go over down here and you go to ventilation and insulation, and there's a whole series of shingles that articles that will discuss this particular subject. We've got articles that we've written, the reason why ventilation is so important, and they're here for you to use on this website. So I hope that solves Scott's problem. It may be or maybe not, maybe more complicated, but hopefully he'll be able to take a look at that and solve his problem. If you have any other questions or any other concerns about your roof, please ask a roofer. Type in some questions up here or hit some questions here, and we'll be able to try to help you with them. Thank you a lot. Have a fine day.